Okay, hello and welcome to my first ever app review. This is Callum and today I'm going to be reviewing Air Tycoon. Right, when you first open it up, you get the options New Game and Load Game. First, I'll talk you through what you can do on New Game. First, you have to enter your company's name. Let's just call it blah for now. Blah, blah, blah. But then you get some options to choose what kind of game you want to play. You get the difficulty levels. You've got easy, medium, hard, and Tycoon, which is like the hardest. And you've got the objective. You can either choose time-based, which as you can see, you're given a time period to try and become the number one, and you can choose how long that time period's going to be. You've got value-based, which is basically you've got to make your company worth as much as possible, and you can choose how much that amount's going to be as well. And you've got free play, which doesn't have a single target, and everyone starts the game with the same amount of money, and it ends whenever you want. So, then you can choose the logo for your company. You can't see it very well in this light, but there's 10 different logos. And you're onto the game, and you choose where you want your main city to be. So you might choose New York, wherever. You might choose London, you might choose Tokyo, or somewhere in South America. But I'm not going to be opening a new game today. I'm going to be talking you through one of the ones I've already got. Okay, well, this game is £1.19 in the App Store, or $2 for you Americans. And in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. As you can see here, not very well, but you have 5 save slots, which in my opinion is plenty. I've only filled 2 of them so far. And you can do what I said earlier, change the difficulty for each one. Anyway, I'm going to show you my best account, which is on easy difficulty because I'm rubbish like that. But as you can see, there's loads of blue lines all over the place. Those are my routes, because the objective of this game is to try and become the number 1 airplane company in the world. You have 3 computer rivals, and their difficulty is determined by the level you chose at the start. Just going through here, you can see what their value is and all their routes. And then this is pretty cool, seeing everyone's routes, and it just shows there's a lot. Back to my one. Sorry, I got a bit of a cough here. I started off in New York, and as the game progresses you can choose new main cities, like I've got Chicago, LA, London, Paris, Beijing, Tokyo, Sydney. Yeah, I've got a lot, as you can see. But the main objective is, like I said, to open up as many new routes as possible. Down at the bottom you've got the menu, which shows you all your little options. You can choose manage, which you see how many people you've got hired working for you. The more the better, but you don't want too many or you'll be wasting all your money. And your employee education, which shows you what the productivity level is, and you want that at 100% for most of the game, but when it's actually reached 100 here, then you can take it back down to 50 and you won't have to pay as much. Then you've got investment, and it comes under two categories: advertising and aircraft maintenance. And once again, it's the same kind of thing, and you've got to have 100% at the start. Get your values up to 100 here and there. And once you've got 100, you can take them down to 50% so you're not wasting as much money. Then finance, I don't really use this, but here, if you're in a bit of debt or anything, you can apply for a loan. I haven't used this button before, but you can choose how much money you want to borrow based on that. I don't need any, obviously, because I'm rich. And then you can repay your loan there if you've taken out one. Then on compare, you can see your company's value compared with everyone else. On easy, the other companies will only go up to 80% on each of these: productivity, name value, and maintenance. But the next option after manage is route. As you can see up here in the corner, I'm quite sad and have got 78 routes, and you can flick through them all by holding down the arrow. See how they're doing. Let's just pause on random one. New York to Minneapolis I've got. It's got the type of airplane that you're using. It has the number of airplanes. I've just got one. And how many flights you're making per week. How much you're charging per flight. And the level of service, like the food and stuff. And as you can see, I've got 100% there, even though my service level is pretty rubbish and very expensive. So it just depends on how busy the line's going to be. So that's that. You can see if you've got any competitors and what their values are like. But if you want to open a new route, like let's say I want to open Chicago to Minneapolis. I mean, not Minneapolis, sorry, Seattle. I select the two cities and select route. And then I would select open. Well, all my airplanes are being used. So, what you'd have to do, you'd have to come here to airplane and buy one. Let's just buy this one for now. The simplest one, which doesn't fly very far, and doesn't have a long life expectancy. I'll just show you all the other airplanes quickly. There's 10 different types of airplane, and the value ranges, but so does the life expectancy. I don't really get the fuel efficiency bit, but the flight range and lifetime expectancy are important. And the max occupancy. But there you can see all the different airplanes that I've got. I've got a lot. Then, to actually receive your airplane, you're going to have to select turn, which takes you on to the next quarter of the year. It shows you if any of your opponents have opened new routes, like here. And then it'll show you how much money you've earned across that quarter. And as you can see there, I've earned 595,970k, which I would love to be able to transfer into real money. Anyway, it gives you your financial report, and then your comments on management. It tells me things that are going to happen, and basically some of my airplanes are going to be decommissioned, so I'll have to buy some new ones. But first I'll show you how to open this route. So we go here, Chicago to Seattle, still selected. Go on route. It shows you how many estimated passengers there are per week there. And you open it. It shows you how much it costs to open. And you choose the type of plane, number of planes. I've just got the one at the moment that's not being used. You choose how much you're going to charge for a ticket price. And choose your schedule. You want to make it as high and as many as possible, but not too high to start off with. Then you choose the class of food. I like to start off with B, as it's not too much. But as you can hear there, your route's been opened. And when you next turn the quarter, you can see how it's doing. So that is a basic overview of Air Tycoon. I'm not going to save it all But in my opinion, it's extremely addictive. It's £1.19 or $2, but I think it's worth it if it's your type of thing. It's got some good points. It's addicting, it's challenging, and it makes you think. But it's also got some bad points, such as when you're opening a new game, it'll sometimes crash, so you have to do it again. And I think it could do with a few more cities, personally. But all in all, it's a great game. And my rating for this app is 9 out of 10. So I can't wait for the next update. Thank you, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hope you like it. Leave your comments underneath. Thank you.